so fucked up. I hate this character. I just hate this character.
Round 2.
Pop V-trigger, free win. Free buffers, nothing to be worried about. That was actually safe. I had to block that, and after the block, there was no punish.
You lose.
Like, remember when this guy played Ryu the other day, and he would just random Tatsu all over the place, and it was just a free win? If you do the same thing with G, you can win games, and you can actually get a perfect against Ryu, because Ryu legit does not have anything against this character. There's nothing you can do about this. Just by default, you're losing. Remember when people tried to argue that G has bad defense? He has the best buffers in the game. Like, Ryu loses in the neutral game without V-trigger. He just did that randomly. I tried to EXP that, nothing came out. Great. I just lost. I took a guess for the game, and I was correct, and I still lost. Great.
Final round. Fight.
That was Fireball. What does Daigo's book say about the Ryu versus G matchup? Pray. Pick a different character. We actually know what Daigo says. Surprised you're not DPing on Wake Up. Well, if your strategy to win a match is to wake up EXDP, then you're probably not playing to win. Best light kick buffers in the game. Like, it's just free for G.
Round 2. Fight.
He just randomly does that without any confirm. He just does that without a confirm. Why? How am I losing to something like that? Oh, I could not get that. This is so fucked up. Like, I have no word to describe how I feel when I'm playing G as Ryu. I feel like there's really nothing. There's just nothing. There's just forced gamble after forced gamble, and it's just so frustrating. Like, there's a fundamental difference, and it really took me a while to understand what the problem with G is. G could be the worst character in the game, and I think he'd still need to be banned. I think he's the only character that should be considered to be banned from tournaments. Not because he's too strong, but because he removes meaningful interactions between two players. And that's why, it's the same reason why people consider Jigglypuff a problem in Melee. It's not because Jigglypuff is too strong, it's because Jigglypuff removes meaningful interactions between two players. And that's why characters like these need to be changed. The reason why a match is hype in a fighting game is because you want to see a lot of meaningful interactions. You want to see decision making, you want to see smart play, that's what you want to see, right? You want the better player to be able to win. Now the problem is, if the entire match revolves around that one guess that you guessed wrong in, is that possibly, like, how can you possibly have a meaningful match when that's the case? You can't. You just can't. Ricky, once again, G could be the worst character in the game, but still would be banned. And I can give you an example of that. It's not about tournament winnings. It's not about him being strong. Ricky, I'll give you an example that illustrates the problem. Well, let's go the discussion about the coin flipper. So I invented a character called the coin flipper. The coin flipper, what does the coin flipper do? The coin flipper flips a coin at the start of the round. If you guess the outcome correctly, then you win that round. If you guess wrong, you lose that round, okay? The coin flipper would be the worst character in the game, because nobody can win a tournament with the coin flipper, right? If you play a tournament, then on average, like, you'd need what? How many coin flips to win that tournament? Too many. Statistically, basically impossible to win a tournament. So therefore, low tier character. And yet, everyone would agree the character needs to be removed from competitive play, right? This is the example that I choose to illustrate that a character can be weak. A character can be weak and ban-worthy at the same time. That was a coin flip right there. Yeah, coin flips are not the problem. Coin flips that determine the match on one coin flip are the problem. And the more decisions you have, so the more potential to mess up, essentially, right? The more you will see a difference between someone who's just okay at the game and someone who's an expert. Wow, Luffy is playing. Is this Luffy? Wow, that was a punish, that medium punish. But it's not the first time I hear this complaint. Should know by now that this does not work. Wow. Is he using V-skill too? That's gonna cost me. Can't believe you blocked that. Luffy, 100% correct on the reads. God damn it. Okay, we got him there. This was actually a pretty safe way of doing it, because if he had blocked that, I would have been safe. Oh, I got lucky. Wow, Luffy playing on PC and I'm beating him? I think we're living in a parallel universe or something like that. I have a really hard time against Luffy specifically, usually. Oh, what? That was it! What just happened? It's actually Luffy's 70-year-old brother. Okay. Not sure how to do it. I'm happy that I'm in a position to showcase the stats the way I do, so I don't really want to give that up. No fear. I can't believe this! The Tatsu was not in range, that would have been it!
You lose.
That's a feels bad man moment. You'd be past Warlord if you just stopped jumping. That's not how it works.
Round one. Fight.
Do you think there's a single top player that wins every match by not jumping ever? It's not a thing. You know that, right?
Jimmy, it's time for Seth number 2.
Okay, brother Zora with the 9 months and that sub, like the hype train actually started. Like we started off from nothing into a hype train.
Fight.
It's time to sub for sub hype number 2. Wow, this guy is amazing. Commitment to never tech. Interesting.